But congrats on your new song, Maria.
Thanks.
With Talha Anjum.
Thank
That
you,
is
thank
so
you.
cool.
It
How
was
was the
very random.
experience? How did it come about?
I think
City Lights.
yeah, it's called City Lights. It was very random, if I'm being honest. Like Anjum and I, we had been friends for I want to say 2 years, but we never ever spoke about working together or making music together. It was always, and I kind of liked the fact that it was never our hangouts and our sessions,
Yeah.
all with both of them, with both the boys. It had never been about work or just constantly like, oh, we should do something together. It came so naturally. इस तरह हुआ था कि basically we just made a plan to go over to the studio, and I was like, if you guys are working, then I don't want to, because he was doing a lot of back-to-back recordings, so I was like, I don't want to, impose or disturb, and he was like, no, come, aao, baitho, jam karte hain, and I was like, how am I going to jam with a rapper? And I was like, okay, maybe that's the new lingo. तो हम गए बैठे
इधर आप चला सकती थी अबे नल्ले कैसे होगा ये
okay, nice. Yeah, he probably would also have something fire to say back after that. So I'm glad I didn't chalao that there. But we went in and
हाँ उसके आगे कोई response नहीं है honestly. What do you say to that? Like वहीं पे क्या है? ये कहाँ है भाई लिफाफे में कोई है? बैग में क्या है? मैं क्या बोलूँ?
it's such a to the point thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's right, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like, what do you say? Anyway, so we entered and I see JJ and Umer and obviously Anjum, and like it's super like moody and it's dark. And ek wo beat loop pe chal raha hai, and I'm like, sup guys? And I come in with my energy.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have come. So I'm बैठे रहे, and our manager, so we have the same management team, and it was Mohsin bhai who brought me there. So हम बैठे हुए थे इकट्ठे और बस वैसे गप लगा रहे, and he was just like, Mohsin bhai says something along the lines of like, तो आप लोग गाने पे काम कर रहे हो? And Anjum's like, जी हमें गाने पे काम कर रहे हो, और हम सोच रहे थे अगर मेरी तुम भी गाओगी, and I was just like, whoa, wait, what?
Like, huh?
I was like, what? I didn't come, like, I wasn't mentally prepared for that.
Yeah.
My creative juices aren't flowing right now. And then he was like, सब कुछ लिखा है, तुम बस खड़ी हो जाओ और गाओ. And I was like, oh, okay. Wow. Then he sang it, and then I heard it, and then we obviously, upar niche did everything. And then next thing, like 2 hours later, we just had the song ready, and I was just like, okay, sick. Nice.
Yeah.
And then I left. And
How
then
long ago was this?
This was like not too long, like a month ago. Okay. It was very, very, very recent. Sab kuch. I was like a one-take gal.
Nice.
So
you didn't even go like prepared or anything. You just वहीं पे.
To be honest, my voice actually was a bit, thoda sa like low tha us din. I didn't do even like my morning
Warm up
riyaz
or
or
anything,
nothing, man. I just walked in, and we sat there. We hung out for a little bit. Spoke. Omer wore a sombrero. We made fun of him, and then next thing you know, I'm right behind the microphone, and I'm singing the song, and then bas ho gaya tha. Uske baad phir I never heard about it. I forgot, not forget, but like in the sense कि मैंने कभी नहीं पूछा ना मेरी उनके साथ कोई बात हुई थी about the song. Just one random day, like last week. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Last week it was, I just find out that JJ is going to release the song, and he's getting it mastered by Joke Bhai, and bus weekend ko nikal raha hai. And I was just like, oh sick, like what do I gotta do? And they're like, nothing. I'm like, I love
Enjoy
my
it.
job.
Yeah.
And then the song came out, and I was a bit skeptical, I'll be honest, because like the boys don't really collaborate with girls that much, right? So for me, it was a bit like, okay, I don't know, because their fans are super, like, they got a cult following.
Oh yeah.
Like my DMs is flooded with like Indian kids who are diehard Anjum and Yunus fans.
Yeah.
Like they are, like I've never seen.
But that's why it's
that
unique,
kind of-
because
yeah.
they haven't done anything like
collaborate with someone
I
like
think
you
so,
before.
Yeah, and it was cool because like they also like I remember when I was having a conversation with Tala Anjum, he was so open. He was just like, girl, do whatever you gotta do. Like you're the singer. I'm just gonna write your part. You can tweak it, whatever. तुम्हें पता होगा कि तुमने किस तरह करना है और ये और वो. And I was just like, that's really comforting because I've had experiences where I would go sit with the producer or sit with other musicians, and like you're being asked to write, specifically when it's your words, and then they're like, यार
मजा
मजा
नहीं आया. हाँ, that line मजा नहीं आया.
इसको थोड़ा सा expressive कर लेते हैं. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Put a gali in there, man? Like, इससे ज़्यादा
like
मैं
that's
क्या
my
करूँ?
style, you know, like that's
Like it
how
is what it is.
Yeah.
I write sad shit. Get over it. Like fuck it, dude. Like whatever. Okay, like it's fine. And like even if I'm happy, it's still gonna sound sad. It's just a style.
Yeah.
So I've had my fair share of like other
But this
artists.
experience में you had
In
the
this-
freedom to do whatever.
Yeah, and it
अच्छा आपने
felt
जो वो कहा ना
natural.
कि आगे पीछे कर लिया, इसके टर्म होता है एडजस्ट.
Adjust कर लिया था
हाँ.
हमने.
हाँ
Adjust
मारिया तुम
कर
आ जाओ
लियो.
देख लेंगे एडजस्ट कर लेंगे.
हाँ.
हाँ.
उसने वैसे actually, you know what? I think he did say this
Adjust कर
exact
लेना.
line. He's
बढ़िया.
like, तुम पढ़ लो, तुम देख लो, फिर हम adjust कर लेंगे. You know what? I think he did say this. That would be really funny if he did.
But you know, like you mentioned their cult following. Like I was hosting a series of concerts, और उसमें 2-3 concerts ये क्या कहते हैं youngsters के थे, and man. मतलब they had to, after the show they had to hide in a room.
Yeah, I've
because they're
experienced
coming,
that.
they're banging on the doors, and they like the whole team hid them inside a room. And because the audience wasn't leaving even after the concert was over, वो खड़े हुए जा ही नहीं रहे दरवाजे के बाहर खटखटा रहे हैं. They're like, what do we do? Like they were literally in a hideout.
Yeah.
It
No,
was
I think this is an
crazy.
amazing time for Pakistani music, and you know, seeing all the music there is, it's amazing to see that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like I'd also like, I look at them as my friends. You know, I there's always a fine line where you have to cut out the fact that this other person is famous or has or whatever. So for me, obviously, when I'm meeting you very frequently, na, to phir wo khatam ho jata hai in my head. So then I feel like, oh, okay. Like this is just
And
a
I
normal
think
dude
that's
for me.
how it should be between artists, right?
Yeah.
Of course,
So I
fan
didn't
following.
anticipate the aftermath
And is
as
there
much.
जैसे हमारे comedians की उससे some semblance of a community. Musicians में भी इस तरह का है कि people get along, fans हैं एक दूसरे के, दोस्त हैं
Oh,
करीब.
100%. Like Kashmir band, they're my homies. Like I would say that they're my like family here. You know, I love those boys and their wives. Like everybody, each and every single one of them have taken care of me, and like, you know, we've supported each other in so many different ways in terms of music, in terms of life, in terms of just fun and everything. Wo hai unit, and I feel the same way with the young stunner boys as well, because they're very like welcoming. They'll welcome you in not just in their home and in their space, but like they'll introduce you to other people who you think you could get along with, and this and that. So I got to meet JJ out of, you know, I hung out with, and what a cool guy. Like he's such a gentle giant.
Who's
JJ47? He's a rapper.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't know you. I thought you
Yeah,
guys
I'm
knew.
sorry.
वो आ जाएगा.
तो आपको पता था?
हाँ,
सबको
मुझे
पता. अच्छा,
पता था.
आपको भी पता था?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता था. मैं सोच रही थी
Shit,
बीच
I
में
feel
रोकूं या
so-
नहीं. मैंने बोला
नहीं, मुझे
सभी
पता,
सुन
मैं
रहे
ऐसे-
हैं तो मैं भी चुप हो जाती हूँ. लगता है सब कुछ पता
हाँ.
है.
He's in the song,
मुझे
guys.
JJ तो जर्जीस था, वो ARY का GM.
I thought he was the producer, because कभी-कभी गानों के आगे producer का भी नाम डाल देते हैं, तो
मारिया
मुझे
अब
लगा
ये गाना
producer
है
है.
JJ47 कौन?
Oh my god. Yeah, and it's gonna be on you guys.
It's just I feel like I don't listen to music as much. I think I now that we're talking about music, it's just that I've just
थोड़ा
been so
वो
disconnected
दिल
by
चाह रहा है
music.
अंदर का
वापस म्यूजिक करने
रैपर
का.
आ रहा है वापस.
हाँ, one day.
I think we should totally do a comeback. It would be really, really cool.
एक
I think, you know, it's
कोलैब करें साथ.
हाँ, I think
We can add fun like Sindhi words to it.
Yeah.
And Tagalog words.
And
और बीच
Filipino
में
words.
Mela
Yeah.
Lingo featuring Akbar also.
Yeah, it'll be such a bilingual song.
यार बहुत अच्छा होगा ये.
है ना?
नल्ला टुच्चे
हाँ,
हर बीट पे
बीच-
ना.
Yeah,
में
you'll
आ रहे
have
हैं
like
ना?
your ad libs.
हाँ.
Exactly.
You and your husband can film it.
Yeah.
This is
Always
happening.
ready. Always ready.
This is a disaster. I think that will be a
और
disaster.
गाने का नाम है बाजी मशीन कपड़ा
कपड़ा खा रही है.
हाँ. And Gol Ahmed is sponsoring it.
Yeah.
ये डन है, ये डन है.
और हर किसी की शलवार कभी मशीन कपड़ा खा रही होगी वीडियो
और
में.
वीडियो में यही
हर
होगा
किसी
ना,
के अंदर लगे
सब
होंगे.
ऐसे ही खड़े होंगे.
हाँ.
And turning.
As first.
turning.
और जिसकी नहीं खा रही उसका मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, ये कॉन्सेप्ट है.
हाँ.